The face is beats. The face is beats. It's beats. And your face is beat too. Your face better be beat. Because if your face is not beat right now, then you was not following my steps. Okay? Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another video for y'all. This video is kind of like a how-to in a way, like, yeah, you can see it's how-to. I made a post on Instagram and I was asking everyone, like, you know, what was your makeup problems, your concerns with makeup, what do you have issues with when doing your makeup? And y'all responded, and I was really like kind of surprised and shocked, you know, because I really don't be getting that much engagement on my Instagram. So I was really happy that y'all was like, you know, telling me and shit. So before we get into that, hey, if you're new to my channel, my name is Elisa. Welcome to the gang. You're gonna love it here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, hey sis, welcome back. We about to get right into this video, y'all. Okay, so get y'all notepad and y'all pen, or you know, just pay attention. If you're doing your makeup while you're watching this, pay attention, girl, and you can pause it, you know, ain't no need to rush. Okay babe, so before I like get into like, you know, starting the whole shebang or whatever, I want to have a little mini discussion on skin. Okay, so your skin is a major key point of your makeup. Like, some people told me they had issues with pores and like texture and like discoloration, everything. So if y'all want to see like how I get my texture, my pores, and my discoloration on point, because my skin used to be really bad, you can watch my skincare routine. But I'm gonna give y'all like 2 things that I use in my skincare routine to help minimize my pores, to remove texture, and you know, help get my skin balanced and like, you know, just how it's supposed to look. One thing that I use is the Ordinary how you say, I don't know how to say it, an anemic naminocide, I don't know y'all, but it's an acid to help minimize pores and to, you know, get them, you know, going. Okay, another skincare product that I use, and Cara Amunique put me onto this, it is the Dr. Dennis Alpha Beta peeling solution peeling wipes. Basically it's just to help shrink your pores, to remove texture, to get your skin like radiant, clear, and to also brighten your skin up too also. So these are like daily peels. It comes with 2 peels. It shows you like which one comes first, which one comes second, and I use these every time I wash my face. Also a toner is really good. Like, toning helps with like removing extra dirt from your pores, which will help shrink it. I didn't know how good toning was and how important it was until I used it. Okay, so the toner I use is the Pixie Glow Tonic Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Toner, and this toner is bomb. So I definitely recommend to get this. I recommend all 3 of these. Okay, so get those. Okay, so now we're about to get into everything. Okay, so I have my foundation on, I have my eyebrows on. If y'all want to see how I do my eyebrows, it's gonna be on one of these sides. I don't know, y'all. I have my foundation on, I have my eyebrows on, my face is moisturized, I have a primer on. Okay, we got all of that on. All right, next step is contouring and highlighting. Okay, contouring, highlighting, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Contouring and highlighting is not as hard as you may think it is. Okay, it's not. I don't conceal my face, because a step you would do before highlighting your face using a brighter concealer would be to conceal. If you suffer from under eyes, if you suffer from dark circles, then you will need to conceal your face, apply that concealer, and then put a highlighting concealer on top of that. But I don't suffer from dark circles, I suffer from bags, so I just highlight my face and then that's it. That's the only concealer I apply. So depending on the type of beat you would want, there would be a, how do you say, sheer, lightweight, not too full coverage of a concealer. This is a buildable concealer that I would recommend for beginners. Then there is a thick full coverage concealer that I also would recommend if you are into like the extra beat and you want to, you know, try beating your face extra. This is a really good full coverage concealer. It's a drugstore concealer and it ain't that expensive, y'all, and it's really good. Another really important step in your makeup is knowing your undertones. Before anything, you need to know your undertones for your skin. Okay, so when you go into Sephora, you go into Ulta, and you're trying to get a foundation, you figure out what your undertone is. So you may have a golden undertone, you may have a neutral undertone, you may have a cool undertone, you may have a pink undertone. I have a golden undertone. You may have a red undertone. So it's like, you know, you find your undertone, and then when you find your undertone in your foundation, then you would know your undertones in everything, every other product you would get. Concealer, bronzer, contour palette. You know, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what I'm saying. I have a really golden undertone. So the concealer I'm going to use is the L'Oreal Inflammable Full Wear Concealer in the shade Almond number 410. Since I told you guys this was full coverage, a little bit goes a long way. When you're using a full coverage product, you don't want to apply so much because it's full coverage. So it's like, you know, why would you need to put so much on, okay? When using a buildable concealer, you can just use as much as you want and build it up until you get the desired coverage on your face. So there's two options you can use when blending out your concealer: a brush or a beauty blender. Okay, so you can try both. Doing your makeup, you know, each day you can try different tools and see which ones work best for you. I like to use a brush. I used to use beauty blenders for years, but I just don't like them anymore. I don't know. So when applying and blending out your makeup, when doing your makeup, when doing your makeup, you need to be 1, light-handed, and 2, you need to make sure you blend out. Those are the most important factors. And be in your face, be very light-handed, and blend. When it comes to blending, you need to be patient because it's like blending, it takes time to get to the desire of how you want your makeup to be. When blending out anything, you need to be light-handed. You need to be very light-handed. You see how easy that was? Now, getting underneath your eyes, you want to make sure you are literally bringing that concealer high up. You can blend it out here, but you know, I don't do that. I don't know. But blend your concealer out. And make sure that you are taking your time with blending and you are not rushing, okay? Okay, so when blending out the corners, you see all these rough edges. See how everything just looks rough and not blended out? You blend out those edges now. You blend it out by your nose. Do not forget to blend out by your nose because you will see that nasty line there and you will not like it, okay? So make sure you blend out by your nose. Okay. Depending on your face shape is how you will blend out your concealer when it comes down to contouring and highlighting, okay? So me, I have a long face. So I want to make sure I bring my face like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have it more elongated because it's just like my head is really long. So now with blending out your nose, you want to get like a little concealer brush, something to blend out your concealer. And depending on your nose shape, you want to be very careful with blending out your concealer because some women, they blend out their nose and it looks crazy. If you already got a snatched nose, girl, you don't have to worry about none of that, okay? Your nose is snatched, you got a nice bridge, you good, okay? But my big nose girls, we got to put in a little work, okay? So you want to be very light-handed because you don't want to move the product around too much, okay? And you also want to make sure that those edges are blended out. Okay, so right now you see how nasty this looks? This looks nasty, okay? So what my trick number 1 to having a snatched nose, you get your foundation brush and you wipe on the sides. Y'all see that? Y'all saw my nose before? Look at my nose now. It's snatched. So next step is contouring. My preference, I don't cream contour because I feel like it's just not a step needed for me. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to cream contour. So with cream contour, you want to get a contour shade, at least 2 to 3, maybe 4 if you're comfortable with, you know, whichever one is best for you, shades darker than your regular skin tone. The cream contour palette I'm going to be using is the Black Radiance True Complexion Cream Contour Palette. It's the medium one. I'm going to be using this shade right here. You see how it's a golden undertone like my skin is? You'll know your undertone when you get your foundation, okay? So don't worry about it. I'm not trying to confuse you. You're going to know your undertone, and then after you know your undertone, girl, everything else going to fall right into place, okay? Okay, so to apply this, I am going to use a little concealer brush. This already has the product on it because I already beat my face. But I'm going to use a little concealer brush like this. Step number 1 when doing contouring. Step number 1. You want to find your cheekbone. Right underneath your cheekbone is your contour, where you will apply your contour. Your face naturally has a contour line, so you just apply it right where your natural contour line is. So in my case, y'all see my contour line is right here. This dark spot right here, that is exactly where I'm going to apply my product. I'm going to use this brush to blend out my cream contour. I would not suggest to use a brush like this. I would suggest to use something like this. This is the Real Technique Expert face brush. This is a really perfect size to blending out your cream contour. So when blending out your contour, you don't want to blend like this, okay? You don't want to just be all over the place and not neat. Be very neat and be very gentle and be very light-handed. Back and forth motions and upward motion, because your contour line isn't down here. This is not where your cheekbone is. This is your jawline. So you want to upward motions, okay? Short strokes. And excuse my face, because you're gonna make this face when you blend it up, because you're trying to make sure you get it snatched, okay? So bring it up a little bit because you want everything to blend in with each other. Also, when blending out your cream contour, you don't want to bring it so close to right here, because that's not gonna look flattering. Okay guys, so now we're gonna cream contour our nose. A little bit of this product goes a long way, okay guys? You're gonna draw a line right underneath here, and then you want to draw 2 thin lines on the side of your nose, and then you want to blend that out. So when I blend mine out, you see how that sharp line, that ending of it is right there, is so noticeable. No, you want to blend that up forward. You want to bring that up into underneath your eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? So everything can just look blended together. Okay, y'all. Nose is snatched. So we just completed 2 steps. We just cream contoured our face, and we just highlighted and concealed our face. Now, was that so hard, y'all? It wasn't, right? It was that easy, right? So next step, you want to set this creams. So me, I have combination skin, so that means I'm oily in certain areas and I'm very dry in other areas. So for me, I am very dry underneath my eyes. My eyes are just dry as fuck. My nose, my eyebrows, my forehead, and my chin sometimes is very, very oily. And right here on the sides of my nose, I bring a lot of oils. Some women, they suffer from smile lines, so their makeup just be moving, and you see their smile lines come through with their makeup. It's because they're not setting their makeup properly. You want to get a translucent, any translucent powder you want to use. For me, I'm going to use the RCMA translucent powder. And you want to get a powder brush. The one I'm using is the Morphe E48 powder brush. You want to tap into that, right? So right now I'm setting, not baking, I'm going to set my under eyes right now. Meaning I'm just going to press that powder into my skin and blend it out. Because like I said, I'm really dry underneath my eyes, so I don't need to put powder there and let that sit there and soak up all the oils that I don't have. No. Okay, so like I said, my nose is where I'm most oily. So with your nose and your oily places on your skin, because a lot of women have oily noses, so I know I'm not the only one. You want to bake that area. So put that powder there. You want to sit that on top of that area where all those oils just be coming through. You're just going to tap that powder on. Lightly press it on, okay? Lightly press it on. Don't blend it out. Just lightly press it on. You want it to sit on top of that skin and soak up all those oils that's going to try to come throughout the day. Some women suffer from smile lines. Some women suffer from forehead lines. So you need to really pay attention to those areas and make sure that you're blending the makeup out there correctly and setting it there right after, because that makeup will start to crease throughout you doing your makeup, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure before you set that makeup, make sure it's nice and blended in, then you set it, okay y'all? So now we're gonna set our cream contour. You want to get you a fluffy brush. This is the one I'm using. This is the Morphe M527 brush. You want to get the same match of a powder as your cream contour, the same match. So you want to get your powder, tap out the excess. You don't want no excess because it's going to be falling all over your face, and then it's just going to be a mess. All right. So everywhere you put that cream contour, you want to set that. You want to be light-handed because you're painting on your face. You want to be very airbrush like, you know what I'm saying? Like very airbrushy, very airy. So the next step I would say is to use a bronzer, but I don't use bronzers. Bronzers you would basically like apply over here just to get your face more bronzy looking. So now I'm about to wipe off this powder from all of my baking areas, all the areas that I'm baking. Just gonna wipe off all the powder that I got on my face. The next problem people were telling me they have with makeup is eyeshadow. And y'all, I used to not wear eyeshadow for a long time, for years. I literally maybe just started wearing eyeshadow maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And you know, I've been doing makeup since I was in 8th grade, so I understand. So the way I look at eyeshadow is, first step, you want to get a translucent shade. Your translucent shade is a shade that is your exact skin tone or one shade darker. Get like a really close match to your skin tone, okay? Your eyelid color. Second shade is your crease shade. That shade is darker. It's a darker shade, maybe 2 to 3 shades darker than your translucent shade, but in the same color range, okay? Your third shade will be whatever you choose to put on. This is the easiest way of doing eyeshadow. 3 steps: translucent, crease, lid. That's it. So we're gonna start out with our translucent shade. Transition shade, my bad y'all. I'm gonna get a fluffy brush, a blending brush, a fluffy brush. I said get a shade at closer to your skin tone. This is the shade I'm gonna use right here, and I'm going to tap into that. Make sure you tap off the excess because you do not want excess eyeshadow falling on your face. And you want to apply this eyeshadow on the outside. Don't go so far out. You want to stop right where this ends at and your eyebrow tail ends at. That's where you want to stop with applying your eyeshadow. So you see I'm going like in my eyebrow bone, close to my eyebrow bone. I'm bringing it in right here. Y'all see? Doing windshield movements and small circular movements. See, I see it's like kind of my skin color. It's not too dark, not too light. It's just a perfect transition shade. So the next eyeshadow that is next is your crease shade. We're gonna use this brush. So this was similar to the other brush, but it's more dense. I'm gonna use the James Charles palette. And you want to get a darker shade that's maybe 1 to 2 shades or 3 shades, depending on the look you're going for, darker than your transition shade. So that shade is going to be this shade right here. So you want to tap into that, right? Make sure you tap off the excess because you don't want that extra fallout. And right where your eyeball lid creases in, y'all see right where your eyeball lid creases in? Y'all see where it creases in on me? That is where you are applying your crease shade. That's why it's called crease, because it's right where your eyeball crease, your lid creases in. Okay, so normally I will be done with my eyeshadow because I don't like to do so much. but I think I'm gonna do a little extra stamp, something like. So I think I'm gonna grab this shade right here that was next to the other shade, that brick shade. Now, if you have a glitter you're trying to put on, or you just want to make sure it's pigmented and you're trying to make sure that product is like on, you do tapping motions. You know what I'm saying? You get your product, tap up for access a little bit, because you really want to make sure that you get the most product from that, and you want to tap that on. You see how pigmented it is now? Popping. Look at that. And y'all, we just used 3 eyeshadows. You don't need to do all of that extra stuff. Like, you just use 3 eyeshadows. Now you got a whole full B face. The next thing that people were telling me they had issues with, and I understand too, all these struggles that y'all was going through, I went through it. So I know where you come from. I know. Eyeliner. And y'all, I never used to wear eyeliner. I never wore eyeliner because I could not find the eyeliner shape. I just couldn't get it to look good on my eyes. Trick to eyeliner is knowing your eye shape, knowing what looks good on your eye. A long tail, a thick line, a thin line, a short tail, a more high up, you know, wing, or a more straight wing. You will know. Try it out. See how your eyelid is. See how your eyes just go. You see, just see the way your eyes are shaped. Are they more like this? Are they more like this? Are they more like this? You will see. So according to what your eye is shaped, that is how you apply your eyeliner. I have small eyes. My eyes aren't like big and just, you know, I don't have a lid space. So a short, semi-thick, kind of thick liner is best for me. So that's what we're gonna do. This is the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner. Okay, so when doing your eyeliner, you want to have a very steady hand. I'm holding it like a cigarette. You want to have a very steady hand, okay? Make sure you are as comfortable and you are holding that eyeliner in your hand as comfortable as possible, okay? I start in the middle, right? And then I go out. But I don't go all the way out. Next step, I start my bottom line for my wing. The reason why I do that is because when I do go out with that top line, I have a guide to where I'm going. So that's what will make it just as neat as possible. I'm just going to connect those two together. Bam! Y'all see that? We ain't even done yet. We ain't done yet. Then you want to finish that line off. Our face is 95% done. And look at that. That was mad easy, right? I wasn't doing too much, right? Okay. So the last thing that people were telling me they had issues with was eyelashes. I always was good at doing eyelashes. Because let me tell you the trick that I do. And not a lot of people do this. I don't understand. I just don't get it. But I use tweezers to apply my eyelashes because it just makes motherfucking sense. Okay, so when grabbing your eyelashes, I like to grab my eyelashes right in the middle of the band. Then you want to put your eyelash glue. You want to fan that because you don't want it to be still mad wet, because then it's not going to stick and it's just going to make a mess. You want to place your eyelash on. I just place it on. Like, you just place it on your lid. And since you are holding it in the middle, it's more of a balanced place. I don't know how to explain it. See, so I'm connecting the front and then I'm following with that. You want to follow that and then connect the back. And you want to make sure that motherfucker is stuck. It ain't going nowhere throughout the day. The wind ain't gonna take that bitch nowhere. So, same with Allah, you wanna have a sturdy hand too. You gotta have a sturdy hand. Gotta have it sturdy. Okay, so you wanna place that on. Place it on. Place it on. You see, it ain't all the way on though. It's halfway on. And then you wanna place the other side on. And just make sure. It's just simple like that. Okay, your eyelashes is on. You want to make sure everything is just stuck and ain't going nowhere. Eyelashes is on, y'all. We just be out face. bitch, you just beat your face. Your face is beat. Like, you can breathe now. And the very last step to having a beat face, someone was telling me they had issue with applying blush. So blush, I used to not wear blush. I used to not do a lot of the stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like real shit. I used to not wear blush, but you know, I just grew to love blush, so I wear it. You will find that blush is perfect for you, like your undertone. If you have more gold undertone, then you would get more of a coral blush. You have more of a pale, more neutral undertone, more cool undertone, you would get a blush, a more pinky blush. So me, I just like the pinky blush. Even though I have a gold undertone, I like the pinky blush on me. I don't know why. It just, I just like it. And you will see, like on the L'Oreal True Match, like on the L'Oreal products, they show you the codes. Like you see right here, look. You see it says C. C means for cool. Like it's telling y'all. It be telling y'all. So when applying your blush, you want to apply it on the apples of your cheek, but don't stop there. You want to bring it up your cheekbones, because you don't want to just have two little nasty circles on your motherfucking face looking like a clown. No. So you want to get your blush, tap off the excess, get your blush, smile, and bring it up. Be light-handed. You don't want to be rough. You want to be gentle. You want to smile and bring it up a little bit. There you go. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? And now look, our blush is on, y'all. Our blush is on, y'all. It's now you could say your face is done. Finishing touches now. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. You want to spray that on. And then the final last touch is a bomb ass highlighter, y'all. Bomb. This one broke a little bit, but it's still my favorite highlighter. I'm gonna still use this shit. And with highlighting, you want to highlight right above your cheekbones, right on your cheekbones, right up on it, but right above it, but on it, if y'all get what I'm saying. So y'all see where my cheekbones is at? Right up on there. Just want to apply that. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Stop playing. Then you want to get on your little nose. You want to be like, you know, put on your little nose. Your fake little nose, you know. I put some right here as well, y'all. Smack you on some lip gloss. Any lip gloss you want. I'm just putting this one on because it's the first one I see. The face is beats. The face is beats. It's beats. And your face is beat too. Your face better be beat, because if your face is not beat right now, then you was not following my steps. Okay? All angles. Take you some pictures, take you some selfies, girl, because your face is beat. So now we're gonna close out this video. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I know y'all face is beat. I know it's beat. It gotta be beat. It better be beat. Okay, if it's not beat, let me know and I will do a one-on-one with you, because I'm that nice. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope it was easy. I really hope that I really hit every point, and I really hope that I helped y'all. That's honestly all I really was concerned about, was making sure that y'all really got good information from me, and I really made makeup easier for y'all, because I understand the struggle, y'all. Understand. So if you enjoyed watching this video, if you learned a lot from this video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and yes, I love y'all so much, so much, and I'm gonna see y'all later.